Good morning, students. Hope you are fine. Today, I am going to continue the chapter polynomial from class 9 mathematics. So, in the previous section, we have learned about different types of polynomial, the classification of polynomials, that is, if there is only one term, it is known as monomial. If there are two terms, then it is known as binomial, and then trinomial, and so on. We have also learned that polynomial is classified according to the degree. If the degree of the polynomial is 1, it is known as linear polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is known as quadratic polynomial. And if the degree of the polynomial is 3, it is known as cubic polynomial. So in this way, we can divide the polynomial into different categories on the basis of different way of classifying. Now you all know the degree of polynomial means the highest power of the variable. We generally take the variable as x, y, z and so on. So highest power of the variable is actually the degree of the polynomial. So today I am going to show you what is the value of a polynomial at a given value of x and what is the zero of a polynomial. So let me start with an example. Consider a polynomial px equals to 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Now let us replace the x with 1. Means I am taking x equals to 1. So p1 equals to 5 into 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. So this will give us 5 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2. That is 5 plus 3, 8 minus 4. 4 is the answer. So we can say that 4 is the value of px at x equals to 1. Means if we put x equals to 1, then we will get the value of the polynomial as 4. So 4 is known as the value of the polynomial. Similarly, if we take 2, x is replaced by 2. So what we are getting? 5 into 2 cube minus 2 multiplied by 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2 minus 2. So this will give 2 cube is 8, 8 5s are 40, minus 2 square is 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6, minus 2. So 40 plus 6 is 46, 46 minus 10 is 36. So we can say that 36 is the value of the polynomial at x equals to 2. Here 4 is the value of the polynomial at x equals to 1. 36 is the value of the polynomial at x equals to 2. Now let me put 0. So if I am replacing x with 0, then p0 is 0 cube, 5 into 0 cube, 2 into 0 square, 3 into 0 minus 2. So the whole thing will become 0. This one also becomes 0, and so as this one minus 2. So we are getting minus 2. That means minus 2 is the value of the polynomial at x equals to 0. So in this way we can replace the value of replace x with any real value and we will get the corresponding value of the polynomial. So this is the way to find the value of the polynomial. Now I am going to show you how to find the zero of the polynomial. Actually, zero of the polynomial means any real value of x that will make the value of the polynomial as 0. If the value of the polynomial becomes 0, by replacing any x with any real value, then that real value is known as the zero of the polynomial. Consider another polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. Now let me replace x with 2. So see what we are getting. So 2 square minus 5 multiplied by 2 plus 6. So this will give 4 minus 10 plus 6. So 4 plus 6 10, 10 minus 10 is 0. Similarly, if we replace x by 3, so it is 3 squared minus 5 3s are 5 multiplied by 3 plus 6. So this will give 9 minus 15 plus 6, 15 minus 15, that is 0. So when we are replacing x with 2, we are getting the value of the polynomial as 0. Similarly, when we are replacing x by 3, we are getting the value of the polynomial as 0. So these values, these real values of x, that is 2 and 3, are known as the 0 of the polynomial. Every particular polynomial has its own zeros. So here x square minus 5x plus 6 has two zeros, that is 2 and 3. Now if I put x equals to 0 here, so it will be 0 square minus 5 into 0, so this will be 6. So when I am replacing x with 0, we are not getting 0. So we can say that 0 is not the 0 of the polynomial. This polynomial has only two zeros, that is 2 and 3, but 0 is not the 0. Actually here 0 is digit, and that 0 is in words, in letters. 0, 2 and 3 are the zeros of px, but 0 is not the 0 of px. Hope there is no confusion about this 0 and this 0. So these 0 are actually the values of x, which will make the polynomial 0. But this 0 is not the value of x which will make it 0. Not necessarily that if I put 0 in place of x, then the value will become 0. See here, this is one example. When replacing x with 0, we are not getting the value as 0. So we say that 0 is not the 0 of px. Hope it is clear to you. So in this way, we can find the value of a polynomial and zeros of a polynomial. In case of linear polynomial, there is only one zero because degree is 1. In case of quadratic polynomial, where degree is 2, we can get at most 2 zeros, not more than that. And similarly, in case of cubic polynomial, we will get at least 3 zeros, at most 3 zeros, at most 3 zeros. Now sometimes a polynomial is given to us and we have to verify whether that real value of x is the 0 of px or not. So in that case, we have to replace the value. So one more polynomial, px equals to x square minus 1. Two real values of x are given, 1 and minus 1. We have to check whether they are the zeros of this polynomial or not. So let us replace x with 1 and minus 1, one by one. First I am replacing x with 1. So p1 equals to 1 squared minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, that is 0. P minus 1, that is minus 1 square minus 1. I am replacing x with minus 1. Here in place of x, I have written minus 1 and minus 1. So this one is also 1 minus 1 is 0. So here by replacing x with 1 and minus 1, both are giving 0 as the value of the polynomial. So we can say therefore x equals to, therefore 1 and minus 1 both are zeros of px. Understood? Clear? Another example of polynomial px equals to 3x square minus 1. Two real values of x are given, 1 upon root 3 and 2 upon root 3. We have to check whether both are zeros or not of this polynomial. So p 1 upon root 3 equals to 3 in place of x. I have to write 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3 whole square is there, minus 1. So 1 upon root 3, after squaring it will become 1 upon 3 only. 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3, minus 1. This 3 gets cancelled. 1 minus 1 equals to 0. Here p 2 upon root 3 so it is 3 2 upon root 3 squared minus 1, so that will give 3. 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3, minus 1, 3 gets cancelled, 4 minus 1, that is 3. So when I am replacing x with 1 upon root 3, I am getting the value of the polynomial as 0. But when I am replacing x with 2 upon root 3, I am getting the value of the polynomial as 3. That means the value is not 0. So I can say that 0 is the 1 upon root 3 is the 0 of px, but 2 upon root 3 is not the 0. It is not the 0 of px. That was the question, to check whether they are zeros or not. So the first one, that is x upon root 3 is the 0, but 2 upon root 3 is not the 0 because the value is not 0. Understood? So that's all for today. Hope you have understood the topic. It is very easy to find the zeros and the value of the polynomial. So try with some more examples from your textbook. Till then, bye. See you in the next class.